Alright, and we are back for the next episode of the Slipstream Racing Series. We've reached the 1/3 way mark. 1/3 mark in the championship. And our next race is Auto Club in California, or Fontana. They used to just call it California Speedway. Now they were just named it after a, not even a business. Auto Club is an organization. It's a club. It's AAA, basically, as far as I'm aware. But anyway, probably my favorite, maybe second favorite track, other than Michigan. And Michigan went pretty well, so hopefully we're going to mimic that. 26 laps, it's going to be a pretty short race, though. So here we are with that. Goodness. Yeah, it's like my second favorite track right now. It's a real shame that it's being replaced in 2022 for a short track. Kind of like, I'm not quite sure why they couldn't just do like a back and forth thing, like keep the speedway and just make a short track version. I feel like that would just be, I don't know. But anyway, like, you know, they're doing that with the Charlotte Roval right now. They're doing one race on the actual the road course, and then one race on the actual oval.
Go, go, go!
We have been kind of going back and forth lately between using the normal chase cam and then using not the HUD cam, using the roof cam. I keep getting them confused at a glance because they don't really appear to be all that different until you move from one to the other and realize that they are. And we're pretty much like 190 miles an hour when you start the lap. A very bumpy racetrack as well. I really shouldn't be playing games with that. God, that was terrible. Shouldn't be playing games with that apron down there because that can spin you. It's not as often as other aprons, but that one still can be a problem. Well, not looking fantastic so far. 21st. Well, it's actually better than I expected to be from being the second off. Considering how god-awful my turn 2 was. Because Tyler is on the pole. Gogas is on the second row, or the front row with him. And, well, it kind of makes sense. This is basically the home track of Vert Wheeler, who lives in California, so... Though, that's not him, that's Mark Weil. I don't really know where they live. Vert Wheeler is, like, 9. Well, he's really 9. Okay, home track advantage doesn't do anything, I guess. I would certainly say. I don't really see the point in that, but okay. So my dad is a little bit off pace, apparently. Oh, he's starting right next to me. Yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna go exterior because I am racing against other cars this time now. And not a ton of corner speed from either of the, or really anybody running it yet. swap a little nudge. Yeah, the stages are going to be really short. I almost thought about making this race 25%. To have bumped it to like 50 laps or so. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was just awkward. A significant run. Jake is gonna... well, I thought he was gonna block me and then I hit a bump, so that didn't help anything. Yeah, those kind of straightaways on tracks that are just barely not straight are always really awkward on a controller because, you know, I can't exactly make super ultra precise movements. Because of course Mojo Jojo is in the top 10 right now. And he still really shouldn't be. This car's not too happy with me right now, I'm gonna be dead honest. It tends to like fake spin or fake slide every time I get into a corner, or even slightly aggressively. Holy Alice! Okay, how are you? Not far enough. I know, I'm already there. I should be able to easily get top 5 in the stage, but I don't think I'll get any higher than 4th here. I don't think I would reach like Taylor and the other 2 up there before the end of it. Okay. Oh, and we're checking up. Alright. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? There's the wall. Why did I do this? Oh, it's about as smooth as you'd like it. But I can steal 3rd in the stage. I don't know. Well, I can if Taylor goes to that line. Not advisable. I'm going to sneak into 3rd in the stage. Tyler is going to win said stage. As I almost pulled my mic out of my controller. Oh, they took 4. What? Okay. Ugh. This is like the one time where I was thinking like, oh, they're gonna take 2, because they always did every time I've taken 4 out of pit stop like this. And the one time I assume that, they don't. Which means I do take the lead, but I also like, you know, will have a small disadvantage at the very end of the race. Unless they all did take 4 and I just happened, or they all did take 2 and I just so happened to beat both the 1 and 18 on pit road. Which I find highly unlikely. A little too much apron for my liking down there. I don't know what I'm doing. You can see just how strong the draft is, combined with me missing turn 1. To my surprise, Tyler didn't try anything. Just yet. He'd be dumb not to now. And he still restrains himself? It's more how that corner is typically supposed to look. Oh, okay. The car felt really skatey there, as we hit 200 going into... Well, okay then. I just got robbed. Alright, who did it? Best guess 00. There's not really any way of knowing. That's 79, 79, 97, 97. Not the 7s and 9s. There's a car in the pit lane. I could not identify it because I was too busy trying not to run into Tyler. Back in the lead. Kind of like entering the middle and then getting lower as the corner progresses. I don't think that's great on tires, but it's, well, it's obviously quite fast. As they are 3 wide behind me, I think. Tyler just barely inching away. I think I can see somebody has crashed there. I think I saw a bunch of skid marks. I don't know if that's just, like, random make-believe stuff, or if that's actually, like, evidence that somebody blew a tire and crashed there earlier, and that's what brought out that yellow. Either one is entirely possible. And now I am just kind of getting away. Goodness. I need to get the drink after I'm done recording this. The pit road is so far away from the track, although there's no way I can look over there and see who it is. Because, of course, Mojo Jojo is in 5th. Battling for 5th, anyway. That was a weird turn one. I don't know what has happened to the AI on this final run. I really could not explain. I would also like to point out, I put the difficulty up once again for the... looks like Phineas is having this problem, as he is pitting. Why am I even considering pitting? I'm in the lead. It'd be stupid to try and take tires because I'd have to run through the entire field in about 6 laps, I think. 5 or 6. Not enough time, either way. I feel it was really spread out at the start of this track. Like abnormally so. It's the first scare from the apron. Also, Phineas's, I assume, tire cut didn't put him out of the race like it did. Well, you know, he doesn't join whoever it is in the pit lane, which I suspect is the 00, but there's no way to know for sure because I can't see them from the racing surface, and the only way I'd have to know, or the only way to know for sure, is to look at the leaderboard or replays when the race is done. As these cheating Toyotas make their way second and third behind me. But none of them really ever were anywhere near me to challenge me, so as long as I don't crash, I have another win. I swear I'm trying to make this more competitive than it is. Without, like, you know, going so far as to, like, slow down and let them catch up, because I'll just get away from them again anyway. I had a bit of I kind of let off the gas a little at Phoenix. So I'm not invincible this season. However, other than getting robbed at Daytona and that event at Phoenix, I have pretty much been unstoppable, and this is definitely not the America's Tour win. Because Tyler put the difficulty really high, and sometimes made it to where he could never win, just because of how powerful the AI were at a given course. Also, Tyler doesn't really seem to be doing much. They are at 60% apiece. My rights are gonna just about have caught up to my lefts by the end of the race, as Kurt Wilde has stolen second from Tyler. You can just about see in the mirror, or not in the mirror, when I look behind me. One last time through the final 2 corners. And there it is. That should put me well over 400 points on the season.
Go get the checkered flag. It's yours.
As the game drops frames while rendering smoke effects. shooters. Let's look at the well, they'll show us them in the background here. It's another top 10 for Mojo Jojo, top 10 for Mark Wild, whose brother came second. Flounder with a really good finish, finishing 11th. Taro moved his way up to 13th. I don't think he started terribly well. There's me, like, overcorrecting my steering. Yeah, in fact, it was the 00 of Riley who ended up with the problem. The game is just repeatedly showing me passing people. .42 points ahead of Tyler now. Couldn't get a ton on him because he was also at the front for the whole race, so... He's sliding down into him. And he wins the stage because of a caution that the game is deciding to not show us. That's just apparently not important. Okay, well... We can be left to imagine that those skid marks are from some dramatic crash for the 00 that put him out of the race, but we can never be sure. Kurt Wild had the fastest lap, I don't know how. On the move was Reimu, who started 28th. Tough break for Blossom, who only dropped 18 places. I'll take a look at the next event, and that'll be it for this episode of SRS. When it eventually loads, that is. It's Vegas next.